XX left mash down by pair ladder. Triangle right X. I'm supposed to start the timer there. Fuck. I guess there's no episode timer for episode 5.
Pleasant enough.
Oh, and stay clear of tanks. You know, so you don't get blown up into little sticky pieces. The Contessa has these boats out on patrol against Nayla's army. They could be useful to hitch a ride. Nayla's made a headquarters out of that old bank. It's a pretty secure location.
Nero, please.
It'll take some doing to drive her out.
I kinda wanna try something. He's coming downstairs. Fuck me.
Just our luck.
Wow. Fuck me, dude. He comes in asking if I'm awake. No, I'm asleep. No idea where the blimp is gonna be now, so... I got sniped by the tank. That's what happened.
That's the blimp the Contessa used to escape from the prison. Maybe we could use it to our advantage around
I
all
didn't try it
these
because
towers.
this blimp was what I wanted to try.
Head up to the door is locked from the inside. Try working your way around to the tower's window.
I was focusing on my dad entering my room, so I died. Well, this is a great split. I'm gonna lose 50 seconds.
There's more than just the clockwork eyes up here.
This is why I stream when I'm home alone.
She set me up.
But when my dad is pretty much without work, that doesn't work.
Psychological profile. I know that you're honest.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because, dear, you're honest. You see, by chasing after Sly Cooper, you learned too much about the Claw Gang and its spice operation. It was only a matter of time before you figured out that I was a secret member. So, when Hila gave me a chance to put you in custody, I took it.
Coward. You're a disgrace to Interpol. I'll make it my life's work to destroy you.
I'm afraid your life, let alone your life's work, isn't going to last much longer. Once I integrate the clockwork eyes into this device, your life's work will be whatever I tell you.
I won't be brainwashed that easily.
Right. It won't be easy or painless. But I will reprogram your mind, and you will take the fall for me
I
at
feel when that was the worst
Now,
disguise bridge I've ever had.
relax. Go
This would
to
probably
your
be the
room.
worst Know Your Enemy I've ever had
Stay
to.
there forever.
I don't think they've seen you. Take a few photos and get out of there.
I've got to help Carmelita. She's in trouble here.
There's nothing you can do now. Get the
He didn't even
video
close the door properly.
and come back to the safe
God damn
house.
it.
I swear, we'll find a way to help. Interesting. Inspector Fox is restrained in an old Iron Tech 250. Crude, but effective. Clockwork eyes. They seem to be routed through that
I can save a lot of time on Ghost Capture though.
shot of the comms
Like the next split after this one. And even more on Kidnap the General. So being ahead shouldn't be a problem,
Tough is too
but
sniffy a
it's
word to describe
very
those
annoying.
guys. That's a mine shuffler. I didn't think they were real.
I can't really blame it all on my dad.
Equal
It was
parts
also my
science
fault.
and black
I
magic.
didn't go far enough forward before I glitch hydrant
Indestructible
backwards.
conventional weapons. That old terminal should be hardwired to the systems in
And
this
now he's
town.
fucking outside my window. What
We
the
should
f-
have found a way to get it online. Head back to the safe house. We'll get a plan together.
Fucking no. He didn't like stop. He just walked past. But I have like really long windows, like 3 windows back to back. So I could just see him walk past all the 3 windows, and he has his yellow jacket with the reflex things on it. Is it called reflex in English? I think so.
Here's your new objective. Sneak inside and smash the coffin of the evil wolf priestess.
Sounds pretty harsh. Do you think
And now
people really
he's
deserve
outside
to
again.
die?
The fuck.
She was an
This time he just
evil
passed slowly,
wolf
like
priestess.
while like looking
Once you smash the
towards the
coffin, you'll
window.
free all
I
the
don't think he
wolves
looked through it
trapped in
though,
there
but
with her.
towards it.
Okay, I don't know where you're going with all of this, but freeing trapped ghosts sounds
It's
vaguely
freaking me
heroic.
out, dude. Fine.
Nice work. Now head outside, and I'll fill you in on phase 2.
Like a perfect split here is 530. My goal is 557 using old
Just said these
hard
guys are
drive.
dead. Why would I want to capture them again?
Not to worry. It's only a short term.
So I can actually save like a full minute
Gather all
here.
the ghosts, then
Just
you
outside
get
my
them
window again.
free down the chimney of Tila's headquarters.
I get you. She'll think it's a sneak attack from the Contessa.
Correct. If I did my math right, and I always do my math right, Neela should respond to the assault by purchasing more firepower.
Anything bad for the Contessa is good for us. And we get to really freak out Neela.
But this job is, like I said earlier, one of the hardest jobs in the game. If not the hardest job in the game to do flawlessly. Yeah, of course he had to auto-spot me, and then I ran into Slide because I thought he would spot me. I'm very like salty right now. Not gonna be salty though. I don't like it when people I watch are salty, so I'm not gonna be salty myself. And now we enter the front door. Don't you get better things to do in your work time? Where's Spotty? He probably doesn't, to be honest. Hey, MSI. The run was pretty good, but I dropped down the wrong place. No, I didn't. Um, I got distracted by my dad in the previous split, but it was also my fault. I can't push all the blame on him. On him. Coin-wise, I'm fine. I'm just closing in on the big time savers. Like this is one of them, and then the next split is like the next one. So. This is like the easiest job to get salty in though. Because all these ghosts, they will troll you. At least one of them will troll you every run. That wasn't too bad. But it could have been a lot better. Like a task split here could probably go like 5 blank.
So the Contessa wants war, eh? Perhaps it's time I purchase a little air
You're not too salty,
bomb and she'll put that old charlatan in her
but you're more like
pants.
upset about yourself and stuff. It's when people are like, fuck this game! And why does this game do this to me? Instead of, I fucked up. You're like, I'm playing so bad. Instead of blaming the game. What about me? Hey Milk. You were just talking about how you rage sometimes. You also blame yourself though, Milk, don't you? For the most part.
Hey, Murray, can you see the general from there?
Like you're falling down from some
Don't let his appearance fool you. That's General Clawfoot.
challenge
One
thing.
of the toughest old soldiers you'll ever see. Not to
And
mention
you yell, I'm so bad!
security.
I'm so bad!
Doesn't want to come.
And
I don't want to hurt him.
similar
Don't worry
things.
about that. He's only afraid of two things. Fire and water. Other than that, you couldn't hurt him if you wanted to. He might even come in handy along the way.
Then when Waker runners get salty. Yeah.
That is handy.
Not really though. I remember watching Crazy back in the day.
To the safe house.
And he lived up to his name. He was so salty. But like these days, I pretty much only watch Demon and maybe Ace. And at least Demon doesn't get too salty. He may get like upset. And he sometimes resets from feeling too bad about the run, but he doesn't like rage. Okay, I'm gonna be a minute and 40 ahead.
Well, General Clawfoot, we've got a lot to talk about. You wouldn't by chance know the security codes to the castle gate.
Like, sure, you can blame the game as much as you want, but
Feel like
most people that are watching knows it's you. For the most part. This doesn't apply for all games. He just plays Osu. I can also save a ton of time here, apparently. DSP. I haven't even watched this Let's Play and I'm still laughing. It's like a community meme at this point. Almost at the level of world record is 216 by Triax.
That's it. I knew she'd have a bad
138 ahead.
to transport the overflow. It's a semi-magical device that sucks up bad
And this is where
overflow.
Mikkel can save time on the
I'll
split.
need it to gather the runoff from these spouts.
Like, through this entire run, the biggest discrepancy this run has to his
There was a power
is
in the dark world.
38 seconds behind.
Take any
And that
damage
is
from
in,
carrying that collector and you're done for.
or 38 seconds ahead, rather, at the end of before operation.
Perhaps I could use the death traps native
216 by
to
DSP.
against any foe that might attempt to thwart my collection of the ectoplasm.
Did I beat my... Yeah, I did beat my first segment by 5 seconds.
Use that switch to smash up the guards before they ever
I don't have average any further.
Once all 4 cylinders of the collection device are full, that should be enough black magic
Where
to
is
destroy
PB?
the
There it
mind
is.
shuffler.
Need to collect all those coins. I died in this job at my PB, but it was like at the beginning of Crypt 2, I think, which is like not too costly. You hated these missions? Then I understand why you don't really like Slide 3 that much, because Slide 3 is pretty much only this. At least I think you didn't like Slide 3. There's so many people that I have to like keep order in like what games they like and dislike. And it's getting hard.
Spouts run out of bad mojo. No matter, I'm 1/4 of the way through
Nice,
full
let me
tank.
see. I said don't like, but I don't know if you like it or not. I assume you don't like it if you don't like this mission, because Slide 3 is like this mission, back to back, in every episode. And then a few other missions that are fun. Defend the Cooper hangar or whatever, episode 3 comes to mind. Literally a 13 minutes long job of 3 of these kind of jobs back to back in one job. Oh, Slide 3 is your favorite game. Well, me then. There's a lot of like long bullshit jobs in Slide 3. There's auto-scroller jobs. Like the longest non-operation job in this game is this job right here, and it's 10 minutes long. In Slide 3 there's a ton of like 11, 12, 13 minute long jobs casually in every episode.
Is king.
Slide tower defense, pretty much. There's nothing we can do to speed it up except for optimizing the route between the crypts and not dying, obviously, and killing the last guard as fast as possible, and hitting the loading trigger as fast as possible too, because the loading trigger isn't in the door when you enter a crypt. It's like a few pixels in front of that, so you have to move before the dark mojo starts pouring into your collector. I don't know. There is a lot of potential, like run. There is very easy to die in this job, and I have to agree with that. Not in this crypt because we have this strats, but
Excellent. Another
in the next
crypt
crypt
under
in
my belt.
specific,
Cool.
is very easy to
Time for
die.
the third crypt.
And then the last one is tough but short.
There should be a new waypoint in your binoculars.
That guard though. I don't think I've ever had guards spawn here before. Ow! My gosh, that hurts. Can't see anything. There should be a Twitch problem. Tell the person who can't see that I'm in Mojo Trap Action episode 5. Oh, I'm supposed to kill them now. No! Losing time.
Does it for this room. Looks like I've only got one more crypt to go.
Good guy tower.
You're really getting the hang of this. I just sent you another waypoint, but it's kind of buried in the well. Nah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Hopefully I didn't lose too much time to that. I don't know how long I was dripping for with full tank or full collector. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't too long. It's very easy for the cycle to get like bad with this. So I always do the flames like before they jump on it. That way I can move
That's just not safe.
earlier. Yeah, this crypt is the shortest, but it's the most clench in my opinion. This is the one I have the most troubles with. This one and the one before this one. Because you have to run all the way over there, and the left guard likes to jump instantly if the cycle is aligned. And that's very easy to die then. But I found like a strat that kind of works. Just light the fire a lot earlier, and you're good.
Alright, the deed is done. With a Mojo collector at full
Yeah, it seems I didn't lose too much time to that third crypt thing. A few seconds at most. Almost 2 minutes ahead. Ahoy. Nice. If I keep this pace up, it's gonna be like close to 540 black. But then again, I'm having a lot of tough splits to compare against now. Like this Stealing Voices, for example. Perfect. Stealing voices is a job that is very easy to screw up. That was kind of flinch. How does that skip work? It's fake floor. You get on top of a lamppost, and then you despawn the lamppost by getting far away from it. Without touching the ground for more than 3 or 4 frames. So the game pulls you back to the lamppost, but the lamppost is despawned, so it puts you in the air. What this does is that it
Easy does it in here, huh, pal? Oh, yeah, that works.
doesn't recognize that you leave the pole, and when you leave the loaded area, the collision isn't loaded, so you and all guards lose collision, essentially making you fall through the floor and walls. And as in that specific lamppost is just perfectly spaced from the mission trigger, so it's just barely not loaded. So just as I hit the mission trigger, the game starts removing our physics. Oh fuck! Our physics stuff. So we fall to the floor. The guards die, and the job is so that if the guards die, you fail the job because they have a key. And so, before you even watch the cutscene, you fail the job, and yeah, as soon as the cutscene has begun, it's marked as watched, even if it doesn't finish. So, why didn't I kill him? I don't know why I'm doing these risky strats. Gosh. Okay, good.
Now head for the runoff drains near the riverside. They should lead to the sewer.
So except for that one guard that spotted me, this was a pretty flawless job. There's a test strat I can do here. Simply clipping this scroll space but it's not worth it, and it wouldn't save too much time either.
According to my blueprints, this sewer should take you underneath
Oh,
Neva's head.
this.
Contessa's
So everything except for that was good, so I'm probably losing like just a few seconds.
In the wire tape,
Max 10 seconds.
the voice modulator. I'll broadcast from the safe house to make sure it works. This is going to be so cool. Hello, mercenary tank forces. Come on, spin in your turrets for me.
Guys, this is cool. I mean, you were all really cool. Carry on.
Just over 10 seconds. That's acceptable, because that split is very good in my PB. This split was apparently also very good, and this is a very tricky job. It's not hard, it's not long, but it's very easy to die. And even if you kill all the enemies, if you die, you die. This is not Sly 1. Even if you die after you've killed all the other tanks, you fail the job. And failing this job loses over a minute, or loses about a minute.
Fire your turret.
So,
R1 button.
and the controls are a little bit wonky. And if you just charge on, you're most likely to die. So I'm gonna see if I can hit any of my snipes that I usually go for,
Here we go.
where I shoot them from afar
Go back farther than this.
at the beginning. Range is a boring to train. I never train range,
I'm in a tank.
or of course I train some range, but like I never enjoyed range, so I didn't like go for it.
Down for reverse.
I think my shot hit a guard and then the second one missed.
The R1 button fires your turret.
Okay, I didn't take any damage, that's good. The clue is to snipe that tank so that you don't take any damage from him. Oh my god, I didn't know you can snipe that guy. I just went for it because why not? Uh-oh.
Unstoppable.
Gonna have 2 versus 1 for a while now. Why did it take so much to kill them?
Evildoers feel my wrath. Better pull together.
Dude, okay, I was actually kind of close.
That should cool down the
One hit from dead,
for a while.
and he was charging his shot. Barely lost any time, that's good. Crypt hack was also perfect, oh. Crypt hack is another job that is very easy to lose a lot of time on, so... Like, the entire second half of episode 5 is extremely hard. Episode 5 is actually like the hardest job, in my opinion. I mean episode, in my opinion. Like just straight out hardest. Ghost capture is pretty hard. Stealing voices is pretty hard. Tank showdown can be tricky. Crypt hack is hard, or it can be tricky. Operation is hard. I can save 30 seconds on operation.
Clawfoot.
I meant
A
50.
mobile energy source is stored at the end of this hallway.
Hallway is a pretty kind term for what looks to me like a complex medieval gauntlet of death.
Well, while the idea of jumping down a crypt filled with whirling, razor-sharp spikes might scare me, in fact terrorized by every fiber, it's the only way to power up that old computer in the re-education tower. Without that thing online, we'll never get into Clockwork Eyes or...
Average has nothing to compare against.
Man, Bentley, just make sure those traps don't rip you into 100 little turds.
648 is my summer first.
Say that.
Oh shit, now I'm comparing against balanced PB. It's because I'm stupid. Balanced PB is like a LiveSplit 1.6 thing. It's fairly new. Basically, it's a feature from LiveSplit that calculates your, like, takes your PB, then it shows like previous stats and average segments and whatnot, and kind of flattens out all your mistakes into more like minor time losses. So if you like to compare against that, then you can do that. But I don't, so
This
I like to compare
acid
against
battery should do the trick.
actual PB.
This to the electrode and voila! Prepare to be hacked, you
Hey
noob.
Dova, how's it going, my buddy? One thing I like in Slide 3 speedruns over Slide 2 speedruns is the hackings, though. You can rush so much more in Slide 3 hackings,
It's not going to happen.
I'm dead serious. I'll get you.
but I think it's
I'll get you.
I mean it. I'll get
it's both Slide 2 and Slide 3 are like skillful in terms of like the hack jobs. You have to be skillful in order to go fast.
One down,
But
two to go.
in
I'd better not take any
Slide 3 you can go a
damage
lot
while carrying
faster.
this battery to the other terminal.
Failure is
After all,
guaranteed.
filled with acid.
I can see your other half of the message because
Ready for
my chat
another
likes to not
session
scroll.
of hacking mastery.
Not clench at all. At all. I'm going sort of safe here. What I said about if you jump within 3 or 4 frames, the game doesn't register. It also applies for Bentley here, so you can actually just mash and jump over the area you're not supposed to be able to touch, but you have to mash pretty hard in order to like make those FPS, because this makes those frames, because this game is 60 FPS. So
Maybe I should approach this through your id instead of your conscious mind.
change resolution.
It might
There's a
help in
lot of
focus.
different ways to change resolution. When I reset my PS3 a few weeks/months ago, it reset to like I think it was 540. I don't remember.
I can get
Some
out of here.
non-HD resolution. Fuck. And I had to like spend a little bit of time in the settings to change that back.
One more computer and I can get out of here.
I have to go instantly. That was risky. Can the camera like cooperate? One small death. I think it depends on your TV too. I think my monitor only supports 1080i, not 1080p. So I think I'm playing 1080i right now, but my capture card is capped at 720. So and the game is also 720. So no big deal, I guess. I'm losing a little bit of time here.
Don't fight it. Don't you want to be my friend?
no. You horrible eight-legged cow. No.
Battle computer powered up. My work here is done.
Perhaps there's some settings in Sly. I don't know. In this Sly game. Pretty small death. I think of one death, an average death here, to be 25 to 30 seconds. So me only losing 15 is not too bad for one death. I don't even know if Sly 4 has 1080p though. Like, it should have, of course, but I don't know if it does have. Should have for its time, that is. Sup, Milk?
All right, Murray.
User is 147, nice.
And power down those searchlights. While you do that, Bentley and I will climb our way up to the top of the castle.
I've been doing that command on and off, like sometimes.
Hope that general guy
To
told
check.
the truth, or this is gonna get ugly. Oh yeah.
Yes, also 150.
Lights are down, Bentley. Time to call in
Do you know what number I was? I just know that I was one of the first ones.
firepower to help out.
But I don't know if I was number 4 or number
Thirsty mercenary forces.
11, for example.
The castle
Defenses are down. Seize this opportunity for aggressive military action by pressing an attack on the castle.
Nice sip, thank you. I'm like constantly sipping from my drink.
Being a warmonger, feel like paragliding over to that blimp?
Just make sure to grab the rope hanging off that thing. I don't want to drown.
Can you estimate it? Estimate it? Maybe, I don't know.
Wow, this could get rough.
What?
All right, let's head for the re-education tower.
Who are the bots and the date? Yeah, I don't know, man.
The mercenaries have breached the castle defenses.
Months old.
You go! Defend this tower to the last man!
When did I implement it? I think it was in like March, April.
I still have time to finish with your readjustment.
Let me out of here and I'll
That's my guess anyway.
readjust your face.
Looks like the Shadow Guard is out of the picture. You ready to free our violent little princess?
Affirmative. That Iron Tech 250 is a fully integrated system. Access to Carmelita's restraints has to be in this old terminal somewhere.
Redoing the kitchen. Interesting. I hate this hack, it's so annoying. How do you go fast in this hack? Like, seriously, how? Disney's Haunted Mansion of PS2? No. Thank you, MQH. I'm gonna have my mute button ready. I think somebody's outside my door.
You and I are about to become the best of friends.
Okay, new best friend. Hands up, and I mean all of them.
My dear, you really should... Shadow Guard! Shadow Guard!
Come back here, you witch!
Always trying to resolve her problems with a shock pistol.
He is rather truculent. Stand clear, Sly. This might have a larger blast than anticipated.
Bentley, you okay?
This is no place for an asthmatic. But I've located one of the clockwork eyes. Can you find the other?
No worries, chaps. It's safely in hand.
Neela?
Thanks for clearing out the Contessa. Nothing I did could pry her away from the clockwork eyes. When should be enough for the old bird? Ta-ta!
Bentley, take the eye and escape on the blimp. I'm going after Neela.
This wasn't in the plan.
Attention all bombers. Focus your attack on the Contessa's blimp.
What's up, Bentley? You're about to come under fire. Get to the blimp's turret and stay sharp.
565 coins. I want to coin farm a little bit in this chase then, in other words. I don't usually start coin farming until like after this jump. So I was looking around to see if there was stuff I could break, but there wasn't. I don't think these dropped coins even. Some of them did. Whoa! The proxy though. Or not really proxy, but the clip. These cutscenes are the
You
most
should watch where you're going.
rushed in the
Place
game.
is dangerous.
Don't you dare! That eye is mine! It's mine!
Actually, Mr. Cooper, the eye belongs to me.
It's so stiff.
Get to the blimp's
Shiny.
turret and stay sharp.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Take that. Darn. Sorry. Lizard King! Say! The sky's all clear. Okay, guys, I'm heading out for our rendezvous.
Come back here, Contessa. That getaway blimp won't save you!
You can never do those with controller. Well, you should try the last boss in this game.
And the blimp's descending at a decidedly unsafe rate.
Pretty difficult boss, if I have to say so myself. Oh shit, I've forgotten what's... Okay, I remember, I remember this strats.
You think I'm crazy? Actually, on second thought,
Like, episode 5 is the one episode that I haven't,
personal opinion.
like, grinded or done runs of recently.
You're an ignorant child playing dress up in his
That one
father's
and
legacy.
8. But 8 I got a really good time in
You'll
an
understand
any
why
percent
this
run.
needs to be destroyed.
Short-sighted fool.
While, like, episode 5 is the only episode I've yet to start grinding.
I'm above all that. Above good and evil.
You think I give the eye to someone that's above morality?
Enough talk, insect. It will be just as easy and more fun to pry it from your cold, dead hand.
Oh, nice. I don't want it to fall down.
Guys, I'm alive!
You've shown me the error of my ways.
I feel sorry for you.
That was a
All
little bit
your
messy.
education and you still don't know right from wrong.
I know enough not to let my guard down around an intellectually superior opponent.
She got the eye?
Voice acting.
She's got the eye!
She's got the eye.
How's this thing
What
work?
language is that?
What's this do? And this?
She's got the eye.
Carmelita took the eye, and she's trying to get away in one of the Contessa's tanks.
Don't worry about it, little buddy. I won't let her get away.
Keep on yelling at her to stop that tank.
Tank's almost... Yeah.
I hit every single shot. I am a legend. I usually miss at least one.
For a quick exit. Well, you can, Sly. We'll all hook up at the rendezvous for extraction.
There's nowhere left to run. You both know I can beat you in a fight. So why don't you just hand over the eye?
You're right, Cooper. In a battle
Legend
of strength,
confirmed.
you've proven yourself. But with this clockwork eye, I can battle in your mind.
That's a good start. Don't. Don't. I don't want it to fall down, because that's slow. Pretty good split.
You've got a strong mind, Cooper. I never would have
I could save 50, but I saved 30.